Hi and welcome to my channel Old and Grumpy, and today we are going to create a mob farm. For that I create at first a small platform with some hoppers on it and I put a few chests just to have a place where we can collect all the items, like here the chests and the hoppers, and be sure that all the hoppers are connected to the chest or in the direction of the chest. What I'm doing here is I just add some more chests and hoppers to get more room for my stuff I'm collecting them. And then you have to be sure that, or not to, it's better you are doing something on top like I do here, like some mud. Mud is something like you sucks the items in, or it goes through, the items are going through down into the hoppers. And and this dripstone, I thought it would be a good idea, but it isn't, because the items the mobs are laying on top of the spikes, and then they will despawn. And then you have to go up. I go up here about 30 blocks. A good thing is to have a lot of free area around, especially here in the ocean, middle of the ocean, to prevent other mob spawn. So you have to get away from the others. So there's a mob spawn cap, and you have to get away as much as possible from places where mobs can spawn, in the case of land. And in the ocean there are only a few fishes, and if you are in the air, up in the air, there will be possibility that it will spawn a lot more mobs is higher. And here I'm creating, let's say, the collecting mechanism. It's just a cross, and then I put water in it so that the items, when the mobs, not the items, the mobs are going down there, or they want to cross this, because there are trapdoors, and the trapdoors are for the mob. They seem to be closed as a solid block for them, and they want to walk over it, and then they fall into the water, and the water drags them into the hole, and they are falling down and they die. And that's the only mechanism you need. And then here I'm going to, let's say, a spawn area with full blocks so the mobs can spawn. This is very important that you give them area to spawn, and it's very important that you don't want to have spiders. And you will see that I put carpets. The spiders will spawn in an area of 3 of 3, and you have to prevent that there are areas 3 by 3 complete, so that no spider is spawning. And that's the whole mechanism of that. And you can stack this up like I do here, then a 2-story mob farm, but you can stack it up 2, 4, 5, 10, whatever you want to have. At one, if you have to reach the mob spawn cap, it's the end of efficiency, let's say it like that. I think it's by 72 mobs, I think. I'm not sure about that, but keep in mind that there's a max spawning rate, but you are killing the mobs. If they get dragged down and falling down, they will be killed, and there will be not a free spawn place, let's say it like that. And now it's your turn to lean back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. And I hope you like it, and if you like it, you know the drill. Please subscribe to the channel, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. It would be really, really nice. And all I can say is thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned at the end. It's a really beautiful mob farm. So thanks for watching. here I'm back again, and I just want to say one or two things about the build. All you can see, let's say after minute 7, 8, it is not necessary. You can just build a tower with these spawning platforms, and you just have to pay attention that it's, let's say, light tight. There should be no light in there so that the mobs are spawning. And everything else, it's just to make this thing a little bit beautiful. And I think this black and white style, and it looks like a oil drilling platform in the sea. I think it looks really cool, and the iron bars are giving this industrial look. Yeah, and like I said before, if you like this, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. Everything helps right now in this YouTube situation we have, so that the small YouTubers are, they are not get paid attention from the algorithm right now. And I don't know why this is. Nobody knows at the moment why this is. This situation which is really bad for the creators. So do as little small creators, please, a big favor. If you're watching our videos, most of the viewers are not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel so that small creators get a little bit of a lift up. It's not just me. There are so many good guys out there which are producing videos, and help them. Just subscribe to their channels. That would be really nice. And don't use ad blockers, because this prevents right now YouTube to count the views, to count let's say that if you are monetized, let's say that the ads revenue the right way. So the small YouTubers are not earning a lot. It's really a small money, let's say it like that. But for me it's not necessary. But there's so many good guys out there, and just subscribe to their channel. It would be really nice. And do whatever you can do to, let's say to give them a little bit of a lift by subscribing to the channel, to like the channel, to like the videos. This helps a lot. So again, all I can say is thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.